Hello, and welcome to the Regional Association of West Quebecers RAWQ Talk series. In this series, we will welcome speakers from across the region to join us and present on various topics. The RAWQ Talk series is made possible under the Secretariat for Relations with English-speaking Quebecers through the Community Health and Social Services Network and its Enhancing Regional Community Capacity Initiative. Today, we will hear from Michelle Gagnon, the Executive Director at the Western Quebec Literacy Council.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle Gagnon from the Western Quebec Literacy Council. Thank you, RAWQ, for inviting me to present some of our programming, our services, and some of the new things that we have coming up. So we have a lot to share with the community, and we appreciate the opportunity to do so through your channels. So as I said, we're from the Western Quebec Literacy Council. I'm going to start off what literacy is, what does it mean in today's society, and then I'll get into some of the things that we do here for those who are not familiar with our organization. So what is literacy? Your level of literacy is defined by how well you can use written information to function in society, to achieve your goals, and to develop your knowledge and potential. So there are different ways to understand literacy, but it's mostly how you integrate text and reading abilities into your life to help you get a job, navigate, raising kids, doing groceries, filing taxes. All of those things require a certain level of literacy. So a person who is literate can use reading, writing, speaking, and numerical skills effectively to understand and participate in the world around them. But literacy today doesn't just mean reading and writing. The Government of Canada has identified 9 essential skills. And these essential skills are skills that people need for work, learning, and life. So they're used in the community and in the workplace in different forms and at different levels of complexity. So when we talk about literacy, we often identify levels of literacy. So for instance, somebody who is at a level 1 literacy might be able to identify some words, but will not be able to really read the text and understand it. A level 2, they will be able to identify more words, but again, they would have more difficulty with more complex words and complex concepts within the text. So for the 9 essential skills, we're kind of getting into that same territory. Like you can have numeracy, which is math and understanding numbers. You can be at a level 1 there or a level 2, but then also have a very high understanding of reading text or reading comprehension. So everybody has different levels of skills in different areas. So the 9 essential skills are numeracy, which is math, oral communication, working with others, continuous learning, reading text, writing, of course, thinking. So that's the ability to use critical thinking, problem solve, organize, manage projects, etc. Document use. So here you're thinking about filling in forms and digital, of course. And digital is kind of the Literacy Council's theme for this year, mostly because of, well, we were already aligning ourselves there because we saw a need in our community for people to upgrade their digital skills. And along came COVID-19, which really precipitated us getting these programs together faster because all of a sudden everybody's moving everything online, and we're using Zoom a whole lot more. So before I get into our programs, I'm going to tell you a little bit of what do we do here at the Literacy Council. So primarily we recruit and train volunteer tutors. And then we offer those tutors support with online webinars, ongoing training. We have in-person events when in regular times when we're not dealing with the restrictions of COVID. And we recruit these volunteers to help English-speaking adults who would like to improve their reading, writing, math, and computer skills. We also touch on other things that are included in those 9 essential skills that you saw on the slide before. And we offer one-on-one tutoring or small group tutoring. So that's a really big advantage for a lot of learners. A lot of people will get a lot more out of one-on-one attention, of course, than they would in a classroom situation. So that's something that we can offer that's unique. We provide the learning materials free of charge. We maintain a lending library of resources. We host events, including family literacy workshops, which are a lot of fun if you have kids at home. And we coordinate special projects. So that's a bit of what we do. And of course, since our primary activity is recruiting and training tutors, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that right now. First, I'm going to show you this little video that we had produced to give people an inside look of what it means to be a tutor at the WQLC.
The Western Quebec Literacy Council is recruiting volunteer tutors to help them in their goal to offer free one-on-one tutoring sessions to adults in the Ottawa region of Quebec who want to improve their literacy or numeracy skills. The demand for literacy tutors continues to grow, as 1 in 4 Canadians struggle to attain the literacy levels needed to thrive in modern society. Thanks to the WQLC's online tutor training, becoming a volunteer tutor is easier than ever. Consider joining their community of dedicated volunteer tutors. It just might be the most fulfilling decision of your life. Let's hear from Krishnan, the outreach coordinator, to find out what involvement with the WQLC might mean for you.
I'm Krishnan Sundaram, the outreach coordinator for the Western Quebec Literacy Council. So what I do there is match tutors with learners, go through the process of interviewing the tutors and find a good match according to the schedule of the learner. Well, the outreach coordinator is important because it's important to make a good combination, good chemistry between two people.
I learn as much maybe as the student learns too. A lot of people that don't have good literacy skills are maybe people that are in poverty or underemployed. When you have proper literacy skills, you can maybe get a better job and a better future. So it's very important, not just for the individual, the community, and for society as a whole. We're in Quebec, Anglophones are minority, and maybe people around here maybe would not get the help they need.
I really enjoy doing it. I'm looking forward every week to come to meet my students, to see that somebody has a goal, that they work really hard at that goal, and even if it's a small or big success, that's rewarding. I think literacy is really important because you need it everywhere.
All our tutors are volunteers, and it's very fulfilling when you can help someone achieve their goal or help someone achieve something they may not think they could have.
Yeah, so that was our little tutor recruitment video. As it didn't give a ton of details about becoming a tutor, other than it's a great experience. So I'll give you a little bit of inside information on that now. The time commitment is a question that I receive a lot about becoming a volunteer tutor. So how much time you volunteer to lessons and the WQLC is pretty much up to the individual and the learner. Usually our tutors will meet with their learners once a week for an hour. So it requires about an hour and a half, 2 hours because of lesson preparation. Others will meet a few times a week, and again, it really depends on the learner tutor team. Another question we get asked is, I'm not a teacher, I don't have the skills to teach somebody, or I'm not sure if I have the skills. So our volunteer tutors come from all walks of life. Essentially, what you need is kindness, patience, understanding, and of course, a basic knowledge, a love of reading, writing, and a decent understanding of those things, or of math if you want to tutor math. And again, our tutors can choose which subjects they would like to be tutors in. So we won't ask somebody who really dislikes math to become a math tutor, for instance. We provide training for all of our tutors, where we teach you how to teach adult learners. We have lesson plans, we have a lot of resources, so you're not alone. We don't just throw you out into the wilderness as a volunteer tutor. We have a lot of support there for you, and our outreach coordinator, Krishnan, is there to help to guide our tutors along the way as they get used to the new role they're playing. So if you are interested in becoming a tutor, please contact us and let me know. All right, so on the other end of tutoring is becoming a learner. So just as we recruit tutors, we're also always looking to recruit learners. Who can be a learner? What does a learner look like? Our learners are adult learners from across the Outaouais, so that's Western Quebec. Now that we're doing a lot more virtual tutoring, it also allows us to match a lot more learners with tutors because geography isn't as big of a challenge. So you might want to become a WQLC learner if you're looking to upgrade your math skills. What does that look like? That might mean that you need help creating a budget and following that. So you need some help with numbers. You want to pass a math test for your high school equivalency. Maybe you're a student at Adult Ed. We also work with students at the Western Quebec Career Center, or even just people within the community. Maybe you need to understand your child's homework, and you're having a bit of difficulty with that, and you want to be able to help them. You might want to upgrade your computer skills. So you might be very proficient at reading and writing and math, but computers are a new thing to you or something that you struggle with. So you might want to upgrade your computer skills, learn how to send an email, navigate the web. You might want to learn how to connect through Zoom or any of the other platforms out there so that you can connect with your family and friends in this time where people can become very lonely because we are isolated within this COVID phenomenon. And it's really great to be able to use digital tools to help us feel more connected. But if we're lacking the skills to do so or the guidance and we're a little bit wary of computers, it can be a bit daunting. So we can be there to help with that. You might want to improve your reading skills because maybe you want to be able to read the newspaper, read the grocery flyer, create a grocery list, or maybe you're looking to pass your grade 9 English to get your, like at adult education, or maybe you want to read to your grandchildren with confidence and set a good example as a reader to your children. And learners also come to us to improve their writing skills. Maybe you want to write a letter to a friend, write memos for work, or help your child with their homework. So basically, we have all sorts of different learners from all sorts of different walks of life, and everybody is a learner. We're all learning. So even some of our tutors are becoming learners as they're learning how to navigate virtual tutoring. It's always great to challenge your mind and learn new things, no matter where you're at with your literacy. So now I'm going to talk to you about some of our programming and what we're up to this fall and for the rest of the year. We launched a new program called Connect to Learn. This is thanks to some funding that we received from Centre d'Outaouais and Government of Canada, which is allowing us to spend a little bit more time connecting our learners and our tutors and also members of the community. So we have, for our learners and tutors, we have laptops that can be lent out. We can do one-on-one computer lessons or in small groups. We're currently organizing a small group for some computer lessons. We're just waiting on the recruitment of a few more participants. In those little workshops or lessons, we're going to teach people about basic computers or really address their individual needs. So that's the benefit of doing a one-on-one kind of thing or a small group situation, is that we can really help you with the things that are tripping you up, the things that you need the most help with. So of course, becoming more connected can help us in so many ways in our life because everything is moving online. You have online banking, you have forms to fill out online. You know, your grandchildren are all online, and it might be a great way to connect with them, for instance. So we're here to help with that. And if you are interested in anything involving upgrading your computer skills, getting access to computer, give us a call. Maybe you won't send an email because you might not, you can come to us to learn how to use email. All right. We also have a great series of family literacy workshops coming up called Smart Art. So this is funded by the MRC's Cultural Fund. And what we're doing with this project is we're bringing in artists to help us host and facilitate these family literacy workshops. So we're integrating literacy with art to show that learning can be fun and learning can be done in the household easily. Because we try to encourage through our family literacy initiatives, creating a learning culture within the home, and really participating with our children in learning. We want to teach parents that they are their child's most important teacher. And this doesn't matter what your skills are. It doesn't matter if you can read well or write well, you're still your child's most important teacher. So you're teaching your child how to approach education, whether or not they're going to be open to it, whether or not they're going to think that it's fun, that it's an enjoyable thing, depends on the attitudes of the parents. Whether or not your child sees you participating in lifelong learning and trying to upgrade your skills and being open to new learning experiences. And throughout the series of workshops as well, our participants get to go home with some little packs of art supplies, as well as a family literacy pamphlet that's going to give them a lot of ideas of quick and fun things they can do at home to encourage learning through art. I'm a mom of four, and I know what it's like to have so many things on my plate, like, oh, I don't want to add another thing. But these activities are guaranteed to be fast and easy, accessible, and something that you can really just pick up and spend 20 minutes doing that'll make a big impact on your child's learning and their attitude towards lifelong learning, education. So our first one is going to be on October 10th in Camels Bay. So I invite you to sign up for that. Spaces will be limited because we are taking all the precautions necessary for an in-person event, considering COVID. So we will be limiting the amount of people that can register. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have artist Linda Girard coming in. We're going to be doing family graffiti. So participants are going to be creating their family characters and telling stories about their experiences and the fun things that they've done together as a family. And that's going to come together as a big kind of mural. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Again, participants are going to get prizes generously donated by the municipality of Camels Bay. And everybody goes home with something. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And finally, I would like to invite everybody to our annual general meeting coming up on October 17th. This year we'll be holding it via Zoom. We're kind of sad to do that because our past AGMs have been a lot of fun, and it's great to connect in person with our supporters, our members, our volunteers, our learners. But this year we're going to be doing it through Zoom because for the health and well-being of all of our members, of course. We're hoping that'll make it easier for people to participate from all over the Ottawa. So I invite you to RSVP, let me know you want to come. We will email you a link. We'll also mail you a participation package and encourage you to become a member of the WQLC as well. For this year, our membership fees have been waived, so it's free to become a member. You just need to go to our webpage and click on the tab that says Become a Member, fill out that form, and then you have voting privileges for AGM. Pretty much my presentation, a little bit of what we do here and what we have coming up at the Literacy Council. I hope that I've helped to spread some awareness on literacy and to maybe inspire a few people to sign up to become a volunteer or a learner. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, for sharing more about the Western Quebec Literacy Council and its initiatives. And thank you to each of you for tuning in this week. Be sure to keep an eye on our YouTube channel as we will have new RAWQ Talk episodes bi-weekly for you to enjoy. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay in the loop. For more information about the Regional Association of West Quebecers or to become a member, visit our website www.westquebecers.ca. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at West Quebecers.